Savage Media.
Music TV.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where in the world you are tapping in. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show. Today, on this episode of Those Model Citizens, we will be discussing alleged human trafficking ring ran out Metro Detroit spas, one arrested and two sought by police. I thought Metro Detroit. When you say Detroit, who do you think of? Them Negroes, human trafficking. But no. Owns the spas. Who is that owns all the spas? And then who do you think was trafficked? So could this be possibly Asian on Asian crime? Well, I thought all the black people were perpetrating the Asian crime. I thought it was all the black people that were running around making life for the Asian community hard. But in fact, our own people. What did we try to tell you? You wanted to follow that white supremacy rule and look at the black crime and no. Crime happens in proximity. So in your community, since you're in a black community or an Asian community or a Mexican community, the person perpetrating the crime against you is probably going to look like you because it's a said community of said community. I mean, what a concept. But no. Black on black crime. Well, give you a little bit of that Asian on Asian crime. What if the mass shooter? Now I'm not caping. No, I'm not caping for the neo mafia. But what if the guy who had up the Atlanta spy was trying to save lives? He heard that there was human trafficking going on, and yeah, maybe he went about it the wrong way, but he was just trying to save an Asian life. I'm just saying, you got a lot of trafficking. It seems like a problem. It does seem like an epidemic proportions. It seems like it's pretty major. Seems like maybe you guys should get a handle on this. Maybe somebody should do something. Where's all the leaders in the Asian community?
Spas and massage parlors in Mount Clemens, Shelby Township, Fraser working as prostitutes at spas and massage parlors in Mount Clemens, Shelby Township, Fraser, and two more in Livonia.
They're being held. They're maybe they're promised.
Multi-jurisdictional task force executed 9 search warrants in several cities, arresting 52-year-old Xiaohong Ban, charged with running a house of prostitution. She was at MGM Casino. Investigators say casino the money
Like
from
she
the
started
human
out
trafficking.
giving a true. But yeah, you know it's true. You found them already. You know it's true. It's not alleged. What's a human trafficking ring? You have facts and figures already. And it spans state lines around the Midwest. We ain't going to tell you where else it went. But we know that it was in Detroit and in many other states too. But we're not going to tell you nothing about that. Xiaohong Ban, 50, arrested inside an MGM casino hotel room after police he's working in several jurisdictions executed search warrants around southeast Michigan. Don't y'all high tech security in them places, right? Wouldn't you? Shouldn't you know what's happening in your casino? Trying to know what's in your going on in your casino. Don't y'all got high tech, top flight security? Oh, okay. They're working in set. They executed them in South East Michigan. Search warrants. Two other females, Shuying Ding and Lori Cai, 31, were charged in the case but have not been arrested. They out here sucky for their life. They got some police on the pay hiding them right now. Detective and Senator allegedly. Yep, they are right now hiding them. A total of 9 search warrants were conducted on the 13th, leading to the seizure of tens of thousands of dollars, probably hundreds of thousands. You know, they had to get their little piece. You know, it's the vice. I had to get my little piece too. And dozens of electronic. What are those? What are electronic devices? What are those? Were they phones? Were they enter that the victims couldn't leave? We ain't gonna tell what the electronic devices is. Okay. The funds collected by the ring were sent to China. How do you know that if you don't know nothing and it's all allegedly? You don't want to tell the other states. It's tens of thousands of dollars. You don't want to tell the amount of thousands of dollars it was. You don't want to tell the electronic devices. But we know they collected money and we're calling it a ring. We're not calling it a alleged ring. And they sent the bread overseas to China. We'll tell you that. Sheriff Anthony Wickersham said that. The alleged prostitution ring, or now it's alleged again, prostitution ring operated out of massage parlors and spas in Macomb and Wayne County. And you said it spread into across state lines in the other states in the Midwest, but you won't name those states. The individuals were trafficked, location, or a place to live. Yeah, I think that's trafficking. They were encouraged to solicit sexual acts for customers. You mean they were made to do that? A place to live or have transportation? Okay. The workers were also paid on their services and tips and earn an hourly wage. That's usually how human trafficking and prostitution works. If you receive wages, if you receive any money. So they weren't encouraged, they were forced to solicit acts and they were given some couple shillings based upon services they provided. So you gave bad sucky, if you gave bad, you know, monies. The workers were also, and then we're going to call them workers. And the victims were also paid based on their service. Victims. They were prisoners in these spas. Well, then why call them workers? And said Wickersham during a Monday conference. The sheriff said the investigation began. The tip came in the sheriff's office last year. Dang, it took you a whole year and you're still edged. You don't have facts and figures now? As the probe. You don't know nothing. Probe. The probe continued the breadth and also grew. Well, it just started out small. We got the little tip and it just grew and bombarded and snowballed out of control. It culminated with search warrants at spot locations in Mount Fraser, Shelby Township, and 2 businesses in Lavinia, homes in Troy and Lavinia. were also raided, as well as two rooms at MGM Casino in Detroit. So they had like a headquarters, two rooms. These are our usual rooms. You think nobody else was involved with that at the casino? Not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you how to think. Hello, McFly. 9 people were detained during a native police operation, and individuals were turned over to the U.S. Border Patrol for overstaying their visas. Who are these individuals? Were victims? Were they the assailants? Who are these random individuals? 5 other females were released and were provided on-site assistance from Turning Point, an advocacy organization that helps human trafficking victims. Oh, now they're victims again. All right, of them, female. I'm sure Asian. They don't tell you their ages. Ages. I'm sure young, and they were released. Are they citizens? Shouldn't there be some more charges if they're citizens? You can't just go snatch up citizens and force them into prostitution. Ain't like hundreds of years? Ain't this pimping? I mean, let's just call it ain't pimping. It's unclear how long the prostitution ring was being run, and Wicked police would have to go back and look at the occupancy records of the business locations. You know how long the pimping going on with the tip and the over year that it took for the probe? You don't know nothing still. Wow. We'll find a lot of times, especially as it is where human trafficking starts, is on the internet. Duh. That's this genius. Sorosky said that, an assistant prosecutor for Macomb County. A lot of time they process without even knowing. No children were found to be trafficked. What are you talking about kids for? You just brought up kids randomly because there was no kids involved in this. Sure. Sorosky said on Monday, however, there were ads online that offer sexual services at businesses where the operation. I think it started on the internet. As a matter of fact, I think there's some online ads that go to. No kids were found, though, by the way. Dan Ding and Kai were charged with prostitution, keeping Little Fame. House of Little Fame, a 5-year felony. Hold on, what about kidnapping? There wasn't no torture? You didn't get beat? If you didn't get the services that you were supposed to, if you didn't do what you're supposed to do, what about if you tried to run away? If you wasn't able to leave, was you free to leave? That kidnapping if you ain't free to leave? Huh? Ain't that hostage if I'm not free to walk out the door? Ain't that is? Ban is currently out on bond. Dang! Personal bond with a GPS after her arraignment. The other 2 suspects are currently police agencies that assist in this. They didn't do nothing, but I'm tell you who they is because they whack. They didn't do nothing. Shelby Township, Troy, Fraser, and Livonia State Police and the FBI also helped. The FBI helped and you don't know nothing? But when they come get a Negro, boy, they know everything. They know who your 3rd grade teacher was in elementary grade you got. They know what you used to bring for lunch. They know that. It's a Negro. They know all of that. What did we learn here today, boys and girls? Oh my gosh, there were so many gems. You're just going to have to go back and listen to that. I can't even summarize and point out one. There was the vast amount of Asian crime, how lenient they on Asian human trafficking when other Asians are the perpetrators, how human trafficking in the Asian community isn't considered pimping. You ain't get no pimping, pandering. You ain't get no hyping, nothing. Nothing. You got we got the little flame statue. You get your 5 felony. That's what you get. That's all you're gonna get. That's all. If you age, we can't really give you nothing. I mean, what they don't do, they went back and got people now. They're trying to help their community. That is a community service. I got a community service announcement for you. Check me out.
My name is Cedric Blackman, and I'm a contributor of Abolish, the Slave Patrol, a documentary that will crack open the door on a hidden truth about our present. It's a truth about the roots of something too many of us take for granted: American policing. We like to believe our systems evolved organically, but Abolish, the Slave Patrol, exposes a chilling reality. It shines a light on the dark history of slave patrols and those brutal armed groups formed centuries ago to enforce slavery and control foundational Black Americans. Their legacy isn't buried in the past. It's woven into the very fabric of our modern police forces, the way officers interact with Black people, and the patterns of racial profiling and discrimination, with tragic instances of violence. They all echo with the ghosts of the Slave Patrol.
Let's drop in February P section for Black Empowerment. You can get it early. That's keepitpraw.com. I'm not going to hold you. I'm just going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. Gonna leave you with for the spike. Comment for the vibe if you dare, if you care about getting Black empowerment everywhere. All of the platforms, all of them you can think of, YouTube, all of that. Oh, good. If I get you the news the soonest, that's it. That's all. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Gotta go high for sure. You already know. Big Brother Light Bright Supreme signing off.